Yeah, no apology could ever fix this, and that's how I feel. Hi guys, so today we're in Tuam, and I've come especially today to tell you first the story of the Tuam Baby Scandal. I'm sure you have heard of the story before, so what I'm going to do is tell you the story first, and then I'll bring you over to the exact location where their little bodies were found, and we'll take a look at the little memorial garden that's there now. In 1925, a former workhouse in Tuam, County Galway, which housed destitute adults and children since the famine era, was converted into a mother and baby home. It was owned by the county council, but it was run by an order of Catholic nuns, the Bon Secours sisters. For the next 36 years, it housed unmarried mothers and their children during a period when women were ostracised by Irish society and often by their own families if they became pregnant outside of marriage. It was one of several similar institutions in which about 35,000 single mothers gave birth. Conditions in Tuam were particularly difficult, and research would later show that on average a child from the home died every 2 weeks between 1925 and 1961. In 1961, having fallen into dilapidation, the Tuam Mother and Baby Home is shut, and its remaining residents are transferred to similar homes around the country. In 1972, following demolition of the Tuam home, construction work begins to create a new council-owned housing estate in the area. In 1975, 2 young boys discover skeletal remains in a concrete structure while playing near the site of the former home.
And just inside that wall there is where we came across the chamber with the remains in it. There used to be a little apple orchard in there, and that's where we were in, when we were getting apples. So we jumped at the wall, and when we landed, we felt a hollow, and there was a crack in the slab. So we actually pried it open. When we pulled across, like, you could see that there was skeleton remains there, like.
Locals assume it was a famine-era grave, and a priest is called to bless the site before the structure is resealed. Now, following the incident, residents treat the site as an old burial ground, eventually erecting a memorial garden with a Catholic shrine. In 2012, the Health Service executive raised concerns that up to 1,000 children had been sent from the home for the purpose of illegal adoptions in the United States without their mother's consent. However, subsequent research discovered files relating to just 36 illegal foreign adoptions from the home. Separately, in 2012, a local historian, Catherine Corliss, published an article documenting the history of the home before she uncovered the names of the children who died in the home the following year. Catherine exposed the secret burials of children at the former mother and baby home. By 2013, she found death certificates of 796 children who had died of various causes in the home, but who had neither burial records nor a marked grave. By September 2013, Catherine completes a personal mission to collate the death certificates of 798 children who died at the Tuam home. In all but 2 cases, she couldn't trace their burial records. Catherine's research led her to conclude that almost all had been buried in an unmarked and unregistered site at the home, and the article claimed that there was a high death rate of the residents. Catherine estimated that nearly 800 children had died at the home. The home was investigated by the Mother and Baby Homes Commission of Investigation, a statutory commission of investigation under Judge Yvonne Murphy. Excavations carried out between November 2016 and February 2017 that had been ordered by the Commission found a significant quantity of human remains aged from 35 fetal weeks to 2 and 3 years, interred in a vault with 20 chambers. Carbon dating confirmed that the remains date from the time the home was operated by the Bon Secours order. The Commission said that it was shocked by the discovery and that it would continue its investigation into who was responsible for the disposal of human remains in this way. Catherine's original research noted that the site was also the location of a septic tank when overlaid with maps of the period of use at the workhouse. The 2017 report by an expert technical group commissioned by the Department of Children and Youth Affairs confirmed that the vault was a storage tank. In October 2018, the Irish government announced that it would introduce legalisation to facilitate a full excavation of the mass grave and site, and for forensic DNA testing to be carried out on the remains. The Mother and Baby Home Commission finalised its report in 2020 and it was published in January 2021. The Bon Secours sisters issued an apology in the wake of the report's publication, stating, "We did not live up to our Christianity when running the home."
It's now over 5 years since local historian Catherine Corliss discovered records showing that 798 infants and children had died at the site of the former Mother and Baby Home in Tuam. The home was run by the Sisters of the Bon Secours from 1925 to 1961. Catherine Corliss believed most of the dead children were buried on this site, which is partly covered by local authority housing and a playground. A significant quantity of human remains were found in septic tanks.
So guys, just keep my voice down because we are right at the back of homes. Mary Kehoe, 1 year. We have some notes here. This is heartbreaking. These are all the names, guys. And you can pause the video if you want to take the time to read the names. And the ages from 7 weeks old, 5 days old, 15 months old. This is just, it's heartbreaking. hand is actually shaking. You see the dates there, starting at 1925, and it just continues on down. Tuam angels, sisters and brothers, I am your brother too. I will always remember you too. We are the survivors, the ones that has not forgotten you. Some are doctors, some teachers. We know you are in heaven, doing what baby angels do. I will always remember you too. Some old, some middle-aged, but this will not stop us from turning this page. We will always visit where you were laid. I will always remember you too. The parting was hard and the tears ran freely, to America and Canada too. There are more sisters and brothers waiting to see you as the waters run free. So also your spirit lives freely among those who knew you. I will always remember you too. And that's from a survivor, Billy Hennigan, and wrote from the heart. With more names here. Terence O'Boyle, 3 months. Mary Frances O'Hara, 1 month. Martin Dermot Henry, 43 days old. And it just goes on and on. All here. We have these little teddies. We have this here as well. My baby, I carried you for 9 months and brought you into the world, but the nuns took you away. I looked for you all my life, but could not find you. I am old and weak, and if I should die, and you are in heaven, please ask the Lord to open the gates and let me in, so I can hold you in my arms forever. Tell the Lord to close the gates behind me so nobody can take you away. Mother's love for her baby. They're all angels in heaven. Babies here in storage chambers. They've a marquee over where we're excavating. We have Bridget Burke, 3 months. There's another poem. Babies beneath my feet. I stand here and ask myself why. The bond secures sisters, church and state. Dump babies' bodies in a dirty tank. But they got rid of their mothers, so babies had no soldiers to cry on. So they had no shoulders to cry on. And they cried and cried till they died. Thrown into a dirty, smelly sewer tank. Now that they are found, some people say that they're only bones, but those bones were part of their bodies when they were alive on earth. Those bones helped them to grow. And it just goes on. And you can just read it there. It's actually a little bit hard at this stage to read. It's actually extremely emotional standing here. Martin Murphy, 5 months. Oh, look, little shoes. This is such an upsetting story to tell. And as beautiful as Ireland is, it has a horrible past. And I love Ireland, but I hate what Ireland did. And, you know, the Catholic Church, and they call themselves men and women of the cloth. And there's no apology will ever fix this or come close to it. Yeah, no apology could ever fix this, and that's how I feel. Rest in peace to all those babies. I hope their families have found some sort of peace moving forward. And there's just no other words really for it. Sleep in God's arms, little angels. And we won't forget you. So a very emotional video. And guys, take care of yourself. Take care. God bless. I'll talk to you soon.